Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens.
The boundaries of science and nature have blurred, creating strange hybrid creatures and bringing extinct horrors back to life. What hidden dangers do these crossbreeding experiments hold? And are we ready to face what comes next? Let's explore. A soldier on routine patrol near an abandoned military test site discovered a horrifying mutant turtle in a pond contaminated by decades of chemical and radioactive testing. The creature featured two distinct faces, each capable of independent movement and expression, atop a shell riddled with unnatural spikes and deformities. Its skin bore a sickly discolored hue, evidencing prolonged exposure to toxic substances. The two heads moved separately, embodying the environmental devastation from military experimentation. Experts link this rare deformity directly to the site's contamination, spotlighting long-term impacts on local wildlife. The find prompts urgent questions about other mutated creatures potentially lurking in polluted areas worldwide. The Belgian blue bull Zougerdoes stunned crowds in a bustling arena, embodying the terrifying peak of genetic manipulation in livestock. Towering 59 inches tall and weighing 2,976 pounds, this lab-created beast rippled with pure muscle, its powerful strides shaking the ground. Unlike naturally bred animals, Zouger resulted from artificial engineering, pushing science beyond nature's boundaries. Spectators recoiled, not just at his size, but at the unnatural origin signaling unchecked genetic tampering. In a rare sighting, an 8-foot-long creature was seen crawling in broad daylight. It looked like a huge centipede slowly moving across the dry landscape. Its thick red body matched descriptions of the Mongolian worm, a creature from local legends. Witnesses were shocked to see this enormous cryptid so clearly captured for the first time. Its unusual size and strange massive presence point to the possibility that it is not a myth after all. This could be the result of a lab experiment gone too far. If you locked eyes with an 8-foot centipede slithering toward you in daylight, would you freeze in terror or grab your phone to film it? What would your gut reaction be? Comment and chat with me. Next, brace yourself for Chile's chilling discovery, a newborn piglet with a disturbingly human face staring right back. The human-pig hybrid represents a striking example of unusual genetic development. Researchers in Chile investigated an emergency report about a newborn piglet unlike any encountered before. Rather than a common variation, it featured a remarkably human-like face on a hairless pink body. Its oversized head contrasted sharply with the small frame, including a distinctive mouth, elongated nails on its feet, and pointed ears on the sides. A prominent snout anchored the face, uniquely blending human and porcine features. This unusual creature prompted experts to debate: natural genetic anomaly or result of advanced lab experimentation. Farmers in a remote barn discovered a goat with a birth-defying explanation. A creature with a normal goat body but an unnaturally long twisted serpentine neck and an elongated face resembling human features. Locals, deeply unsettled, dubbed it the goat fiend, a chilling blend of the familiar and alien that evoked fears of tampering with nature. Scientists in a secluded research facility unveiled the double-nosed Andean Tiger, a fluffy puppy-like creature with oversized eyes, but two distinct noses, sharp teeth, and an aggressively unpredictable temperament requiring a reinforced cage. This genetic abomination challenges nature's laws, highlighting how far some push scientific boundaries. A strange puppy was born on a small farm, its appearance catching everyone by surprise. Unlike its siblings, the puppy's face had a misshapen snout and no visible eyes. The farmers were puzzled but cared for the tiny creature with love. The little puppy's odd features made it hard for people to understand what it could grow into. Despite its unusual appearance, the puppy was given warmth and care, becoming the center of attention on the farm, a reminder that even the most unusual creatures deserve a chance. If you want to see the zoo staff footage, I've also added a direct link to it in the pinned comment below this video. And don't forget to come back. The next discovery is about an Asian monitor lizard. A diver exploring a remote river system was speechless upon spotting Venus Salvatore, an Asian water monitor. A large lizard from South and Southeast Asia evolved into a supreme aquatic predator, gliding with supernatural grace through murky waters. Its long snake-like body and powerful tail enable seamless transitions between swimming in rivers and lakes and stalking prey on land. This relentless hunter wields razor-sharp senses and agility, using muscular limbs and tail to capture fish, small mammals, and birds near the water's edge. The sighting reaffirms its status as one of nature's most efficient, beautiful, and perfectly adapted top predators. Camera footage from a park near Salt Lake City captured the chicken crab, a nightmarish hybrid with a chicken's feathered body, wings, and familiar shape, but sporting a crab's hard, segmented legs that clicked against the pavement. Moving with a bizarre, deliberate gait, it surveyed its surroundings intelligently, foraging for food in the grass and leaves. Local residents quickly named it for its impossible features, sparking widespread unease. Many now suspect secret lab experiments merging bird and crustacean genetics, raising terrifying questions. If such hybrids exist, what other unseen monstrosities are scientists creating in hidden facilities beyond public oversight? Tap the like button to let us know this content is making a difference, and if you're watching on your phone, be sure to press the hype button right below. Every hype helps this video get published to more people, and it truly supports me in earning extra income. I promise to keep bringing you even more great content. But if the chicken crab's clicking claws on pavement already has you questioning lab leaks, hold on tight for the mutant bird. The mutant bird illustrates how genetic mutations can create creatures doomed to struggle in a world not suited to their altered biology. A local resident captured a bird that clearly had not developed according to nature's usual patterns. Its small feathered body suggested it should fly normally, but its neck told a different story. The neck was unnaturally long, thick and heavy, coiled like a twisted rope with an impossible shape. A tiny head perched on top looked lost and burdened, as if the bird could barely hold it upright. Even stranger, the neck bore markings like tiger stripes, making the animal seem more at home in a big cat exhibit than among common birds. With wings far too short to balance the massive neck, the creature could not fly and remained permanently grounded. This tragic anomaly shows how mutations can trap living beings in bodies that make ordinary survival nearly impossible, reminding us of the risks when nature's delicate genetic balance is disrupted or artificially altered. Deep in an unnamed jungle under the cover of darkness, a secretive researcher unveiled a creature defying science, long, powerful legs like a prehistoric bird, but arms ending in single, razor-sharp claws gleaming in moonlight. A living mononicous dinosaur thought extinct for millions of years. Now roaming free, it raises terrifying questions: secret cloning or mysterious preservation. A woman spotted a prowling creature in her backyard that chilled her. At first a large cat, but its powerful movements, thick lion-like mane, and pitch-black, calculating eyes marked it as an apex predator. Online viewers theorized it was a baconeko from Japanese folklore, a supernatural feline blending grace and otherworldly power, turning her suburban yard into a legendary haunt. A man casually filming the evening sky captured a creature with massive wings and the powerful body of a lion, a combination that defied biology before it vanished behind a building. Viewers claimed it was a griffin from ancient myth, and a later video even showed someone petting a similar creature, leaving researchers and onlookers wondering whether there is real truth behind the old legends of griffins. Fishermen hauling in their nets were stunned to discover Memhopper, a nightmarish hybrid blending fly, grasshopper, and monkey traits. Tangled in their lines from the ocean depths, the creature boasted wide, wing-like fins evoking an insect's form atop a scaly fish body. Its rough, bumpy face eerily mimicked a monkey's, with intelligent eyes studying its captors. Textured wings suggested potential flight, defying its deep-sea origins. Baffled, the fishermen couldn't classify it. Was it an ancient undiscovered species, or something sinister? Experts suspect genetic experimentation gone awry, unleashing a hybrid disrupting nature's balance. In the remote Amazon rainforest of Brazil, explorers uncovered remains resembling a T-Rex, sparking debate over truly permanent extinctions. This massive form, akin to the Tyrannosaurus rex presumed gone for 65 million years, rested sprawled on the forest floor. Its vast jaws stood agape, revealing an impressive array of pointed teeth, suggestive of formidable power. The ancient discovery showed initial natural breakdown, merging subtly with the surrounding greenery, like an eerie natural fixture. Onlookers were awestruck, fueling theories. Some view it as proof of ancient species enduring in uncharted realms, while others ponder concealed facilities, employing genetic techniques to restore lost life in the Amazon's veiled expanses. A fisherman at the dock spotted a bizarre mousy fish moving awkwardly near the water's edge, gently bumping into the bridge logs in apparent confusion. Upon closer inspection, the creature seemed to defy normal biology. Its front half looked like a fish, with fins and gills suited for water, while the rear resembled a small mouse, complete with fur and tiny land-adapted legs. A long snake-like tail helped it glide through the water, mesmerizing onlookers. This unusual hybrid seemed torn between land and sea, unable to settle in either realm. The fisherman wondered if it might be the result of an unusual scientific experiment or rare mutation, an eerie reminder of how strange life can appear when natural development takes unexpected turns. Which hybrid shocked you the most? Comment and chat with me. Faceless Frog challenges our understanding of life's resilience against impossible odds. Discovered in a remote Pahoa, Hawaii junkyard, this bizarre amphibian mocks basic biology with its smooth, dark, wrinkled frog-like skin, but no head at all. Researchers puzzle over its survival without traditional sensory organs. How does it eat, navigate, or breathe? The leading theory posits it sustains itself by swallowing insects that accidentally land in its open mouth via an unknown mechanism. This anomaly may stem from a severe genetic mutation, defying amphibian norms. Yet, against all logic, the faceless frog persists, reminding us that life can endure in the most unnatural circumstances. The grotesque creature serves as a chilling reminder of the long-term consequences of nuclear disasters on living organisms. Cradled in a researcher's hand, it looked like the result of an experiment gone wrong. Its pale, almost hairless body trembled on oversized limbs that did not match any known species. Most disturbing were its large humanoid eyes, which seemed too intelligent for such a small, misshapen form and made observers deeply uneasy. It faintly resembled a dog puppy, but every feature was wrong, twisted into proportions that suggested artificial manipulation rather than natural growth. The creature shivered as if it could not find comfort in its own altered body. Experts believe it is likely a product of elevated radiation following the Chernobyl nuclear disaster decades ago. In the contaminated zones around the facility, plants have changed shape, and animals are now born with deformities that stand as permanent reminders of humanity's most dangerous technological failures. Snail or octopus, a creature designed with a twisted sense of biological humor. It stunned gymgoers by gliding onto a treadmill, its lower half a smooth, slimy snail complete with a trailing mucus path, yet moving at unexpected speed. The upper body resembled an octopus, with tentacle-like appendages curling from its face. These flexible arms explored dumbbells, bikes, and weights with curious intelligence, as if probing the equipment deliberately. Most surreal, it seemed determined to shed excess weight on the treadmill, blending absurdity with impossibility. This hybrid sparks questions: natural mutation or genetic experiment granting conscious fitness goals? The mythical pony exists on the edge of reality and legend. Witnesses in a remote meadow spotted a ghostly white creature shimmering translucently in sunlight, its form barely visible as if straddling dimensions. Delicate horns curved gracefully from its head, evoking unicorns from ancient fairy tales. Its presence felt dreamlike, stepping straight from fantasy into the tall grass. Locals, stunned, dubbed it the Miracle Pony for its beauty and impossibility. Some speculate a rare genetic mutation, others see pure magic beyond science's grasp. The Kaiju skin mite seems alien, challenging our understanding of Earth's species. A scientist discovered it in a remote area polluted by decades of industrial waste. This mite has a pale, translucent body like a crab, with writhing tentacles that move independently. Dark spots pattern its shell-like exterior, enhancing its otherworldly look. Most striking are its numerous legs, skittering at supernatural speed in a hypnotic blur. Researchers believe prolonged exposure to toxic chemicals mutated a common mite into this sci-fi horror. It starkly illustrates how human pollution twists even tiny life forms into unrecognizable shapes. The black dog starkly shows how genetic disorders create beings unfit for their world. A resident watched a pack of dogs race by his window. But one stood out for its erratic, unsteady gait, struggling to keep up. Its back legs dragged, spine unnaturally short and malformed, forming a pitiful silhouette. Tailless and awkward, it tried to run and play like its healthy companions, yet moved in haunting, unsettling ways. Amid the normal pack, this twisted shadow highlighted nature's glitches, determination clashing with uncontrollable physical limits. The Crabby Fish shows how environmental contamination forges impossible marine hybrids. A fisherman hauled in his net expecting routine catch, but a bizarre creature flopped onto the deck. Instead of flailing like a typical fish, it crawled using crab claws as legs, replacing where fins should be. Its scaly body retained fish shape and proportions, yet the claws enabled surprisingly efficient scuttling. This defied evolutionary norms, leaving the fisherman stunned. He suspected polluted waters mutated it, or something sinister lurked in ocean depths. The three-headed frog stands as one of the most extreme genetic mutations documented in amphibians. Scientists discovered it in a remote wetland, sparking fascination and concern across the research community about environmental health implications. This frog features 3 fully functional heads on a single body, each with its own large shiny eyes observing from distinct perspectives. The heads are perfectly formed, mirroring normal frog anatomy, yet their multiplicity creates an astonishing and unsettling sight. Researchers are probing the causes of this rare anomaly, focusing on environmental toxins, genetic factors, or disruptions during embryonic development that led to such variation. As studies continue, this remarkable creature challenges our grasp of genetic mutations in living organisms. Two-headed Piglet is a powerful example of how genetic mutations can create beings that capture hearts despite unusual appearances. When Rudy the Piglet was born on a small farm, his owner could hardly believe what he saw. This was not an ordinary piglet. Rudy had 2 separate heads, each with its own personality and traits that made him truly unique. 3 curious eyes blinked up at the amazed farmer, while 2 snouts sniffed the air on their own, and 2 mouths produced tiny grunts that seemed to express different emotions. Rudy's rare condition, called diprosopis, is a genetic mutation so uncommon that many veterinarians will never see a case in their entire careers. At first, the farmer did not know what to think. But Rudy quickly won his heart. With double the rooting power and twice the appetite of a normal piglet, he soon became the farm's little star. What might have been viewed as a disturbing anomaly instead turned into a source of joy and wonder for everyone who met him. A living reminder that nature's strangest creations can still bring happiness and amazement. The two-faced shark embodies one of the most disturbing marine genetic mutations ever documented. In the dark, high-pressure depths where sunlight never reaches, this massive predator glided with fluid grace, stunning divers during deep-sea expeditions. Unlike typical sharks, it featured 2 fully separate faces on its head, each lined with independent rows of razor-sharp teeth that functioned autonomously. The eerie dual faces stared in opposite directions, evoking awe and terror in observers, and seeming more nightmarish than natural. This rare anomaly arose from severe developmental issues in the womb, where the embryo formed 2 faces instead of 1. The mutation prompts urgent questions about environmental factors impacting marine life in the ocean's deepest realms. A source of wonder in Navellore village, Tamil Nadu, India. This extraordinary animal, born with 2 separate heads, 3 functional eyes, and 2 distinct snouts, but only 1 pair of ears and a single mouth for feeding, defies expectations of health issues. Remarkably healthy and well-adjusted, The calf thrives in its rural surroundings. Heartwarming video footage shows villagers hand-feeding it with loving care, ensuring proper nutrition despite its unique challenges. Their compassion mirrors the deep bond rural communities share with all farm animals. The thriving calf inspires joy and fascination, proving that even rare genetic variations can bring communities together when embraced with open hearts. A genetic mutation blending features from different species. In a remote village in Guizhou Province, China, a piglet was born that stunned onlookers. Unlike its ordinary siblings, its face resembled a monkey's, far from any typical swine. A pronounced overbite warped its proportions, paired with a peculiar nose unfit for pigs. Most striking were its eyes, nearly human in intelligence and expression, bridging mammalian species in an eerie way. Unable to feed naturally due to its jaw, the piglet needed bottle feeding for survival. Crowds of villagers gathered daily, drawn to this evolutionary enigma. What caused such a haunting mix of features from divergent branches of the tree of life? Villagers discovered a Slytherin hybrid, nature's impossible blend of snake and lizard traits that defies reptilian biology. This bizarre creature has a lizard's body structure, with 4 functional legs enabling agile movement across terrains. Yet its motion flows smoothly like a snake gliding over the ground. Its head and elongated tail are distinctly snake-like, featuring characteristic scales and coloration. Most striking are its sharp, intelligent eyes, which pierce observers with an uncanny awareness beyond typical reptilian intelligence. Fascinated locals photographed every detail of its anomalous anatomy. The hybrid seemed restless and uncomfortable, as if its conflicting features from divergent evolutionary paths made peaceful existence impossible. A discovery that left experienced fishermen questioning reality. An ordinary fishing day turned extraordinary when a net hauled up a bizarre 2-mouthed fish from the ocean depths, almost as if it sought capture. This wasn't a typical catch after years in these waters. The creature had 2 separate functional mouths, each moving and feeding independently, resembling a science fiction monstrosity more than natural marine life. Stunned with awe and disbelief, the fisherman pondered the cause: toxic pollution warping its development, or something sinister lurking below. Despite its scientific value, he released the rare specimen back into the sea. Yet the mystery of what twisted a normal fish into this unnatural form haunted him long after it vanished. These cases may not be random anomalies, but signs of deliberate experimentation, suggesting someone is creating beings that defy the natural order. Whether linked to hidden programs, independent researchers, or unknown forces, they highlight that the era of genetic manipulation is here, and humanity may not be ready for its consequences. What is your view on these unusual discoveries? Have you ever seen something that seemed to fall outside normal biology? Share your experiences in the comments, and consider subscribing for more explorations into unexplained scientific mysteries. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.